why I think that starting a business is a much better idea to achieve your life goals compared to the alternatives, like investing your money, stocks, shares, investing it into property and trying to achieve a goal of financial freedom. Because I'm not going to go into the technical comparisons of the probabilities and the chances of succeeding, because that is not really what it is about. It's purely a mindset thing. And that is ever so important, because what you set your mind to, you will make happen. And where you focus on, that's where your energy will flow, and that is what will expand, and that is what will grow. So my logic here really is exactly that. When your focus is on freedom, and when people are setting their minds to that and saying, I want to be financially freedom, and then they look at investment vehicles like property, and of course, and I'm thinking now also of the popularity of the book by Robert Kiyosaki, which is magnificent, the Rich Dad, Poor Dad book by him, but also the other alternatives, whether it is stock, shares, crypto, obviously, gold, precious metals, etc. So people are then saying, well, I want to be financially free. Normally what it would mean is, in real terms, is to replace their current income from either a business or a job with a passive income, with an income that replaces their current income, so that they don't have to go to work, they don't have to go to their jobs, and that is really what sets them free. Now, in practice, when you see what the people then eventually do, is they're taking the money that they've already earned, and then they try to make it, multiply it, of course, and make more out of it what they've already earned. Gaining, of course, perhaps also saving money so that the outlay can be bigger going into that investment. But that is a totally, totally different matter when it comes to starting a business. Starting a business is actually making the equipment, putting the machinery together and making that machinery work so you can actually print money. And that is a totally different matter. Now, I know that the statistics may be, causing us to be very cautious, because some statistics say that 85% of businesses fail in the first 2 or 3 years. But again, it's not about those probabilities. It's really about the mindset. In the beginning, with investments versus a business, with investments, the mindset is growth, hoping to achieve, having a dream, having a wish to achieve financial freedom, or at least you're setting that in motion. And what it then really means is that, yes, you are growing towards that, and you're hopefully making clever and smart decisions in your investments, perhaps moving investments around, trying to achieve your goals. But it may be that you're just gaining and not quite achieving those goals. You're just doing your best, trying to make intelligent and informed decisions on your investments. So again, it's not about technical comparisons, but it's about the mindset. So even though you set your mind on becoming financially free, it is ultimately not the actions that you're taking that are fully aligned with that, because financially free means a particular number so that you don't have to go to work, and that number is, of course, replacing your income and your salary. Whereas with a business, the mindset is really, yes, you don't have another income, or perhaps you're doing it on the side, that's a possibility too. But you really have to hit that number, because that is going to be your income for the week, the month, the year. And your mindset becomes totally, totally around that becoming your baby. Your business becomes your baby. You're actually doing everything you possibly can to nurture it, to grow it, obviously, so that it survives, but more than that, that it will actually grow, expand, and that it will thrive and that it will flourish. And that is very much the difference between that being a total focus and a real goal in itself. You can call that a real goal, where the other, when you're talking about investment, it's more in the area of dream and wish. So that is really, for me, the difference. And what happens then with a business, when that becomes your focus, when that becomes your goal, you are going to do everything possible to make it happen, to make that turnover, to get the customers in, to deliver value, to be looking at business opportunities, to be shifting your business opportunities around so you can continue to grow and make income. And I know, again, the statistics are against, and there may be business owners here who say, yes, but I've had a business already that failed. Or there may be scared business owners right here who are saying, no, my experience is totally different. It was tough, it was exhausting, it was a failure, etc. And of course, all these stories are true, but it's really about that difference in the mindset. And when we are clear on that, what our goals are, and that we're going to learn from failures and still make business work, then in my mind, setting up a business, starting a business, running a business is a much, much better way, because of that mindset that you will be in to make it succeed. Even though it may mean that here and there you'll fail, even though it may mean that the business may fail and you may have to start another business. And that is really why I'm also thinking that not only starting a business, but you could actually have some practice runs next to your job on the sideline to try and already set up a business, have a practice run and see how you develop before you're actually fully dependent on that income from a business. But at least in the meantime, you're gaining the skills, because that's really all it means. When you fail, it may be circumstances, but it's in business, of course, I mean when you fail, but it's also about those critical key skills that you do need to really make a business thrive and to deal with changing circumstances and to be robust, to be resilient, to change and adapt your machinery and keep tinkering with it so that you will generate revenue, deliver value to the market and your customer, and then the business will thrive. That's what I wanted to share with you today. When thinking about starting a business, or when you're already running a business and perhaps getting into difficulties with your business, and learning skills is what it is all about. And if you want to find out more about that, then by all means look in the description of this video, but also comment in this video what your concerns are around starting a business, around education, around skills, etc. And I will look out for those comments, and I will produce more content that will be of interest to you and that will help you in either starting your business or running your business. Thank you very much.